Welcome to Story Spectrum. Gold, for thousands of years, this gleaming metal has driven us to madness, inspired incredible art, and shaped the destinies of entire civilizations. But have you ever wondered why? Why this specific element? Let's dive into the glittering and often dark history of gold. Our story begins not on Earth, but in the heart of dying stars. Almost all the gold on our planet was forged in the unimaginable heat and pressure of neutron star collisions, billions of years ago. This cosmic dust rained down on the early Earth, eventually settling deep within its crust. For most of human history, it lay hidden, waiting. The earliest signs of humans interacting with gold date back over 6,000 years. Small, shiny nuggets found in riverbeds in ancient Thrace, what is now modern-day Bulgaria, were likely the first to be collected. They weren't used for money, but for something far more important: status and divinity. The Varna necropolis revealed graves laden with thousands of gold artifacts, suggesting these early cultures associated its incorruptible shine with eternal life and the power of the gods. It didn't rust, it didn't tarnish. It was, in a word, perfect. Jump forward to ancient Egypt, around 3000 BC. The pharaohs took gold obsession to a whole new level. For them, gold was the flesh of the sun god, Ra. They controlled vast mining operations in Nubia, a region so rich in gold it was known as the Land of Gold. The process was brutal. Thousands of laborers toiled in scorching heat and treacherous conditions to extract the precious ore. This gold wasn't just for jewelry, it was for the afterlife. Think of Tutankhamun's iconic burial mask, crafted from over 10 kilograms of solid gold, designed to guide his soul to eternity. But it was the Lydians, in modern-day Turkey, who changed the game forever around 600 BC. They were the first to create standardized gold coins. Suddenly, gold wasn't just a symbol of divine power, it was a unit of exchange. This invention revolutionized trade, making it faster, fairer, and more widespread than ever before. The idea quickly spread across the ancient world, from the Greeks and their wise Athena-stamped coins to the mighty Roman Empire. Rome's thirst for gold funded its legions, built its aqueducts, and fueled its expansion. The aureus, a Roman gold coin, became the dollar of its day, a symbol of economic might recognized across continents. When Rome fell, the flow of gold in Europe slowed to a trickle, but elsewhere its allure only grew. In West Africa, the Mali Empire, under the legendary Mansa Musa in the 14th century, controlled staggering amounts of gold. On his pilgrimage to Mecca, his caravan was so laden with gold, and he gave away so much of it, that he single-handedly crashed the gold market in Cairo for a decade. His wealth was so immense, it put his empire on the map, literally, as European cartographers began drawing West Africa as a land of gold. This legend of African gold, combined with Marco Polo's tales of riches in the East, ignited a fire in the European imagination. It sparked the age of discovery. Explorers like Columbus weren't just looking for a new route to India. They were hunting for gold, and they found it. In the Americas, the Aztec and Inca civilizations had their own profound relationship with gold. They saw it not as currency, but as a divine gift, the sweat of the sun. They were master goldsmiths, creating intricate objects of immense beauty. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived, they saw something different. They saw wealth. The clash was catastrophic. Hernan Cortes in Mexico and Francisco Pizarro in Peru, driven by an insatiable greed known as gold fever, toppled entire empires. They melted down countless irreplaceable artifacts into crude bars to be shipped back to Spain. This massive influx of New World gold fundamentally reshaped the global economy, financing Spain's golden age but also causing massive inflation across Europe. The quest for El Dorado, the mythical city of gold, led explorers on doomed expeditions deep into the Amazon, a testament to gold's deadly pull. The fever didn't stop there. In the 19th century, the world was gripped by a series of massive gold rushes. It started in California in 1848 when James Marshall spotted something shiny at Sutter's Mill. The news spread like wildfire. Hundreds of thousands of 49ers from all over the world dropped everything and rushed to California, dreaming of striking it rich. It was a chaotic, lawless time that transformed the American West. Similar rushes followed in Australia, South Africa, and the Klondike in Canada, drawing millions of people across the globe, creating new cities and displacing native populations. These rushes democratized the dream of wealth, but also showcased its dark side: hardship, violence, and environmental destruction. By the early 20th century, gold's role shifted again. Most of the world's major economies adopted the gold standard. This meant that the value of a country's currency, like the US dollar or the British pound, was directly linked to a specific amount of gold. Gold was the bedrock of the entire global financial system. It provided stability but also limited a government's ability to manage its economy, especially during crises like the Great Depression. The system became too rigid for the modern world, and in 1971, US President Richard Nixon officially severed the link between the dollar and gold, ending the gold standard era. So, what about today? Is gold just a relic of the past? Far from it. While you can't walk into a store and pay with a gold coin anymore, its influence is everywhere. Central banks around the world still hold massive gold reserves as a hedge against economic instability. When markets get shaky, investors flock to gold as a safe haven asset, a reliable store of value when currencies and stocks are volatile. The price of gold is watched daily as a barometer of global economic health and political tension. But its use goes way beyond finance. Gold's unique properties make it indispensable in modern technology. It's an excellent electrical conductor that doesn't corrode. That means it's in your smartphone, your computer, and the GPS satellites orbiting above us. Every time you send a text or check your location, you're relying on a tiny amount of ancient stardust. It's also used in dentistry and medicine, in high-end audio equipment, and even in the visors of astronaut helmets to reflect solar radiation. And of course, its original purpose endures. We still adorn ourselves with gold jewelry. We give it as a symbol of love and commitment in wedding rings. We award it to our greatest athletes as a symbol of ultimate achievement in the form of gold medals. From the most advanced spacecraft to the simplest token of affection, gold continues to represent the pinnacle of value, beauty, and endurance. It's a story that starts in the cosmos, is forged in the earth, and has been shaped by human ambition, creativity, and greed for millennia. It has built empires and destroyed them, created immense wealth and unimaginable suffering. It is a metal that is both divine and deadly, ancient and futuristic. The story of gold is, in many ways, the story of us. Like, subscribe and see you in another story.